torture me? That was easy. Oh, there's more. Oh, time for a quiz. Wrong answer equals death. That doesn't sound... Not too bad. Who created this map? Why not 690? 9 plus 10, not 21. Like charges, repel. Oh, this is easy. Angles in a dodecahedron sum to how many degrees? Well, since you asked.
A normal dodecahedron has 12 pentagonal faces with 5 angles, each summing to 60 angles total. We can figure out the angles of a pentagon by cutting them into 5 triangles each and realizing each center angle will be 1/5 of 360, making them 72 degrees each. Every triangle's angles sum to 180 degrees, meaning the outer 2 will be the difference between 180 and 72. That's 108 degrees per angle times 60 is 6,480.
Oh, that was all one breath. Okay, final question. What are one-syllable words called? Monosyllabic or monosyllabic? Well, actually it's monosyllabic with 2 L's, but I'll assume this is what you meant. What? Wait, I googled it. I was right. The quiz is wrong. How do you have the audacity to put a quiz in an escape room and not even have the right answers? Okay, now we're in the real final room. Let's get this over with. It's a giant maze where I have to find all the letters of a password and put it on paper. Lucky for me, I have the power of F5, so using F5 gives me... you get it. Well, after about 10 minutes of searching, I found all 4 letters and figured out the password was rock. What's wrong? I know I had the right password. Is it broken? What? Oh, I missed 1 letter. The password isn't rock. It's rocks. I hate this map. 0 out of 10. Alright, so the next map has rules, and I'm not really a big fan when it comes to rules in escape rooms, but let's see. No breaking netherite blocks, no breaking deep slate brick stairs, no breaking signs, and throw away items when told. Hang on. That's better. Now, despite the existence of rules, this first puzzle was actually pretty good. I found a chest with an enchanting table, and there was a crafting table below this water. So I only have 3 blocks, but I need to get up to an opening that's 5 blocks up. Now, it didn't take long for me to realize that to some extent, you can actually use the water itself as a block, because you can just barely swim onto an enchanting table. And after that, parkouring onto the chest and crafting table get me to the next room. And the next room is also pretty neat. I only have an oak slab and a piston, and I need to get to this crawl space down here, but there's only 1 power source in the room, a redstone block all the way up here. It seems impossible, but if you place the slab on the bottom half of a block and place the piston 1 block away from the redstone, it just barely powers the piston and solves the room. By the 3rd room, I realized the point of the don't break deep slate stairs rule. Don't worry, I'll be very happy not having to mine anything excessive again. By the looks of it, the exit to this room is that tiny hole all the way over there in the ceiling above this giant pit of void. So I checked F5 for more information and found 1 chest. We're working with a lava bucket and a redstone torch to get all the way over there. I'll admit this one took me a while, but I'll give you a hint. I can't do it with the items in this room alone. If you remember, there's a source of water in the very first room, and now I have a bucket. Conveniently, my remaining 3 items are just enough to build a setup so I can get back through the crawl tunnel. So I made it all the way back to room 1, picked up the water as well as everything else in that room and crawled back through the tunnel, and suddenly I realized why the water might not be so useful. Yeah, even when I try crouching, every time I right-click the stairs, it always waterlogs, so I can't really place the water in this room. Well, that's not completely true, is it? The only reason I can't place water is because I'm clicking on stairs, but I can just not. Yeah, this works. Okay, I just have to keep breaking and placing this piston over and over, and I think I can pretty much climb all the way to the other side. As it turns out, this isn't actually the way you're supposed to solve this part, but if you think you might know the real intended solution, let me know in the comments. 1 unnecessarily long tunnel later, and I arrive at a sign that says, throw away your water bucket here. There's that give away your items rule coming into play. Now, on the one hand, I could just ignore the sign and move on, right? But on the other hand, there's a sliding block gate similar to the one from the Hopper prison blocking my way. I can't mine through it, and it won't open unless I give up the water. It seems like I have no choice. If it weren't for the fact that this kind of gate has been debunked.
One, two, three, four. Eight resin torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 redstone.